sense that positive attitude now coming into this league?
Well, yeah, we dictated that that's the way we wanted to be. We made some changes, and some changes were forced upon us, but we want a group of kids that are going to fight and going to give it their all and everything, and hopefully we can find those guys.
Well, good luck. Have a great year.
Thank you, Farian.
Damon Allen just missed. Hooking up with Jason Crum, an opportunity for a Saskatchewan interception on the play.
Well, if you want to look at Roy Shivers', resume, if you want to look at that resume, all you have to do is look at the Calgary Stampeder lineup.
He has a superb record for finding talent. That's his #1 assignment for this team. He's been a member of 3 Grey Cup teams, a couple in Calgary and 1 in BC. And he knows where to find the people.
And once you find the talent, then you hand it over to your head coach and have him mold the talent.
Yeah, and I think this is a pretty good combination.
I really do too.
2 extremely confident individuals. Gulliford returning for Saskatchewan. Got away from 1, found a nice little seam. He's up to the 42. 16 yards on the return. Simon Buffo leading the tacklers. 1st and 10, Saskatchewan, when we return. Coverage of the Tour de France continues at 1:30 a.m. So after we wrap up here, 10:30 p.m. Pacific time.
It's a great bike race with a lot of history, but the problem with riding that bike race is that you don't get cheerleaders. No cheerleaders.
No cheerleaders at the Tour de France. I'm sure there's some girls hanging around.
Yeah, probably.
I'm guessing. Lance Armstrong, the American, has the lead. Burris just missed, hooking up with Eric Gulliford. Raphael Ball, the rookie, was covering there.
And Keith Franklin, the safety, had Eric Gulliford in his sights.
Jim Ballard is an ex-Argonaut quarterback, talking it over with Danny Barrett on the sidelines, number 13.
He's on the headset with Harold Smith, quarterback and receiver coach, who's up in the booth here.
2nd and 10, Saskatchewan. Here comes the heat. It's almost picked off. Oh. Miracle catch for the Saskatchewan Roughriders. The interception was there. Derek Lewis had it, and Farthing came down with it.
You just get a feeling Dan Farthing's in for a great season.
22 yards.
Talked about his big start last week. Look at that. Good concentration. Picks the ball right off the back of Bo Lewis. Look at that. Concentrate on the football, keep it with you all the time, and take it right off the defensive back.
Sometimes you have to be lucky to keep the drives going.
Hey, you'd rather be lucky than good.
Now at the Lions 47. And they stand up Deon Tyler.
So you never quit on a play. Dan Farthing could have just turned around and tried to tackle Bo Lewis right there. Instead, he kept with the play. Little contact, popped the ball out of his hands, and then came up with it. Looked like Lewis had a better crack at the football than Farthing.
Second and 8 now.
Pressure.
Burris has Marsh. Put his head down and couldn't drive to the 1st down marker. Ball was there to make the tackle. Generally, 88 plays the game plan.
Generally speaking, 38-yard line is where this ball will be spotted, or excuse me, right on the 40. Be a 47-yard field goal attempt for Paul McCallum. Now he is injured. He's playing hurt with leg injury, and some question as to whether or not he'd be in the lineup. So it becomes that much of a longer field goal attempt. And then when you put Jimmy the Jet Cunningham back in the end zone that can return it, it's a little more tense, a little more tension for Danny Barrett on the sideline, because that guy can break it at any time. Of course, if he misses.
Well, he missed from 46 moments ago. This one has the distance, and he's on target. So the Riders creep a little bit closer to the BC Lions. At 27-18, still lots of time to go. 3:30 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Stampeders will be in Taylor Field a couple of weeks from now. A reminder that there are tickets available for July 28th, Stampeders and the Roughriders.
I think the fans in Saskatchewan will enjoy this football team. You know, despite whatever their record is to start the year, it's definitely going to take time for them to develop some cohesion in this offense and defensively with the young group that Roy Shivers and Danny Barrett has told everybody that they have. But the one thing they do have is an exciting offense, and Henry Burris is doing well in his first couple of games.
Yeah, there are definitely some questions about experience on defense. But they do have good and quick athletes on the defensive side of the ball.
Demetrius Maxey just sliced through the line and made a big play there. He made a couple of big tackles in the backfield. Really was quiet in that first game versus Toronto. But again, Demetrius Maxey, who last year had 11 sacks, the year before was the nominee for outstanding defensive player with Toronto. Demetrius Maxey is playing with 3 new players on that defensive line right now.
Second and 10 for Damon Allen. He won't get away this time. Wrapped up.
There's his first sack, Demetrius Maxey.
He was the Argos' most outstanding defensive player in 1999.
When you're up there in the lines, it's really, you got to know what the guy beside you is going to do. And he had so much success the last couple of years in Toronto. And there were some people that were saying, where was Demetrius Maxey last week? A great player that played in TO the last couple of years, but take some time to know what Bombadali Ali is going to do, what Arkel Truluck is going to do, all the guys that you're now playing with. As soon as you can figure them out, then you can see where you can take your game.
Lou Pasaglia. Skies one, down to the 45, not deep. Flag is down as Gulliford turns the corner and turns on the Jets. Eric Gulliford caught from behind and dragged out by Mike Crum, number 37. 38-yard return, but this might be coming back.
It may be. I don't know. This is close because there's a couple of Lions that were real close to Gulliford when he caught the ball.
No yards.
Hey.
BC 96 is declined.
Huge play for Eric Gulliford.
Well, Sean Millington is right in there. You got to be 5 yards. Looks like he was 4. So that's a penalty. So the Gulliford run will stick.
38 yards on this return by Eric Gulliford. And a chance for the Roughriders to get right back into the game if they can get 6 here.
Well, Gulliford is turning in a game here. Remember the first half?
Yeah, this was a pretty play.
In behind Raphael Ball. Came up with the touchdown. Used good speed to get in the corner of the end zone. Now that return has got some momentum for the Riders.
Saskatchewan first down inside the 30. The touchdown toss is on the money.
John, we talked about it in the first half. Out pattern to Marsh. Quick out to Marsh. Curtis Marsh, throw it underneath. Throw it underneath. Get the defense to creep up. We said that the next step in that series of plays is the out and up, and that's exactly what Curtis Marsh runs.
28 yards for the touchdown. Curtis Marsh is having a nice evening.
You try and set up plays. Set up defensive backs. Get them thinking, then that's all you're going to do all night long is run the out, run the short patterns. And as soon as you've got them believing it, you go up top.
So the Riders jump right back into it. Gulliford sets it up. And Curtis Marsh, his first CFL touchdown, gets Saskatchewan within a couple.
You got to go back to the long field goal by by Paul McCullum. Then you've got the big return by Eric Gulliford. That gives Riders some more momentum to build on. This is the return. And then the big touchdown, something they've been setting up all game long. To Curtis Marsh.
And this was pretty too.
Well, watch Henry Burris. He's been throwing that short pattern to Marsh. He pump fakes the short pattern and then goes over top. Raphael Ball was fooled. He says, yeah, we've been working on this all game long. We've thrown it short to him. Now, can we get him? Catch it? Yeah, baby. Hey, where's the guns?
Yeah, well,
he brought out the guns in the first. There's the guns.
What he was doing was looking around for flags at that moment.
What a throw.
Maybe it looked too easy for him.
Football is often a chess game. One move is wasted early in the game to set up moves later down the line. and that's exactly what Curtis Marsh did.
And 10 straight points for Saskatchewan means it's a 2-point ball game at 27-25. Minute 20 to go, third quarter. Short kick coming down near the 30. And the Riders are waiting for the return guy, whoever that might have been. One of those guys with a squattier body, not used to returning.
Well, the quarterbacks are both playing well tonight. Henry Burris has caught up to Damon Allen basically in the yardage area anyway. He's passed him. Has the 2 interceptions, but he's really come back in the second half.
One interception really hurt. That's the one that went for the touchdown in the opening quarter. Damon Allen at one point was 10 for 10.
And Henry Burris on that last drive had some problems with penalties, and the drive before that one on the McCallum field goal, and then took some of the Gulliford momentum and made it work.
Jimmy Cunningham makes the catch, falls across the 50, close to 10.
What you love about Damon Allen is the way he comes back. It doesn't matter what the score is now. He comes back, and people have criticized him for that demeanor. I mean, they've looked at him and said, well, he doesn't care. He's not fired up because they just got scored on. He should be out there running around like a lunatic. No, that's not how you play. You come out calm as a quarterback. You say, hey, can't control that. Not on the field. Defense gave up a touchdown. All right, we'll come up and put a drive together ourselves.
It'll be a first down. By a bunch, maybe an inch and a half.
That was more like a half an inch. Yeah. Well, Matt Dunnigan mentioned at halftime that we should keep a tally on Matt Dunnigan, and that's exactly what we're doing.
So how many yards is he short now?
4,000-ish. I'll tell you this.
That wasn't even fair to set you up, was it?
That's not fair. But I will tell you, 3,945. Just did it quickly in my head there. I'll tell you something. He's 247 per game away.
Sean Millington for a few.
Okay, well, Dave Moyer, our stats guy, helped me with the math.
I was very impressed. Very impressed.
But hey, we will keep watch of this all season long because it is a huge. Okay, so you do that. 3,940. Okay, carry the
you didn't
one
carry, did you?
up there. So okay, hang on.
3,945.
Yeah. And we will keep track. I won't keep track, but we will have the people with the experts in the calculating department will keep track.
Yeah, David Moore will be alongside to help us.
Yeah.
Illegal procedure. BC 62. Second down.
So that's Chris Perez costing the Lions 5.
I think that is the first holding call from a veteran offensive line group. You're going to get caught every now and then. I mean, they're holding.
Last play, third quarter, barring penalty. Allen, the out pattern, did he hang in? Did Drummond stay in bounds?
What a catch! Did he keep his foot in bounds?
Yeah,
only
that's
need
the
one.
question.
You only need one.
The guys in green and white say no. Drummond says I was in by inches.
No, they are waving it off. He can't believe it. That was very close. Take a look.
One more peek. What
One
do you think?
foot. He's got it there.
I think it was a good call.
It was close. He was right on. The official was right there.
I think they got the right call, partner. End of three quarters at BC Place and a two-pointer between the Lions and the Roughriders.
The CFL live on TSN at the quarter.
All right, Duffy, Tillman, Dunnigan, and Schultz quickly let the guys play referees. Was that a catch?
Catch.
Catch?
It's a running back.
No.
It's a catch.
All right,
It's a catch.
Dunnigan signals catch. BC Lions
offensive guy.
made the big comeback last week against Hamilton. On the other end right now, Saskatchewan gets right back in this game. And Eric, you talked in the pregame show about a problem BC has had in the past.
Yeah, their tendency to play down to the competition. Last year, they struggled against teams they should beat. They've done the same thing tonight. You have to love this young Rider team. They've made plays, they've hung in there. And right now, it's anybody's game, Matt.
It is, and you know, you talk about Roy Shivers with their interview with Farhan Lalji at halftime. Roy said they try to create an environment there in Saskatchewan where players want to play. Well, we're seeing that is holding true. Saskatchewan won't say die. They keep hanging around, and it's getting to a scary point for the BC Lions, because if you get a young team life, they're going to take that, and it's going to come back to bite you.
And Matty, that key word is the environment. When you have a positive environment you want to play, and you know what, in the big picture, you know what that really attracts? Free agents. I think it's very, very important to understand that the more positive and more enthusiastic Danny Barrett is, the more other players want to go to work in Saskatchewan. It always hasn't been that way. But I'll tell you, if the BC Lions take this over, they're going to take it over on the offensive line, James.
It's the exact same philosophy we came into this year, right? We created the positive environment around here last year, and Tillman, we knew he was going to be a free agent because of the problems in Toronto.
But I brought my hair back,
and we brought him. So you guys deserve a lot of credit for that. Terrific football game going on out in BC Place. 27-25. Lions on the move. Let us send you back for fourth quarter action. Should be a terrific finish.
Almost guaranteed in a 2-point game with 15 minutes to go at halftime. The Lions introduce their new mascot, the Beast of BC.
The beast must feast. That's the slogan.
Well,
Beast looks pretty good, but the Beast has been in his cave. And he may be coming out here, though, in the fourth quarter just to get him going, because BC Lions need something to get him going.
Yeah, but what happened to Leo the Lion? He's been on the job 46 years. They let him go just like that?
I think we've laid Leo the Lion down. We've laid him to rest.
Lou Pasaglia just got it away. Fourth quarter is underway. Now, we've heard that Leo the Lion will still be a member of this team. But it's the Beast night, and Leo didn't want to upstage him.
Got to give the Beast his night.
This is a pretty good combination. Barrett and Burris. And here are the numbers thus far.
Well,
Very
you can't
close.
get much closer than that. I mean, look down the line. 22 minutes of possession. Passing yards almost identical. Rushing yards. I mean,
yeah,
good offensive display by both teams in this game. And that's what the fans love to see. I don't like to see that. I'm kind of a defensive guy, but
I like points.
You like
and you know what? This has been a good ball game.
It has.
It's been an even flow back and forth, and that's what makes it fun. Burris has Gulliford. Gulliford has had a terrific evening. He's at the 40-yard line there. Stopped by Keith Franklin.
Well, I mentioned last year that Eric Gulliford had a up and down season because of injuries. He had a knee and an ankle last year. Only played in 14 games and with just over 600 yards receiving a season ago. Year before that, he spent 5 games with the New Orleans Saints. That's why they like him so much. I mean, this guy's got a lot of experience behind him, great speed. He's very smart.
Gulliford, 7 catches for 82 last week. Nice little drop play. Zarka keeps charging and is more than halfway to a first down near the 49. Stopped by Marcelo Simmons. Zarka won the starting job in relief of Sean Daniels, who moved on, and Zarka gets a chance to be a Saskatchewan starter. Had some shoulder problems in '99. He's a pretty good back.
He is, and I believe Saskatchewan will play him a lot like the Lions play Sean Millington.
The other running back, Deon Tyler, makes it a first down. Now, he's had a much nicer night tonight than last week. Benefield making the tackle there.
Yeah, and forget about running the ball. And he has done a nice job tonight running the ball. Has around 47 yards rushing the football. But he made some key blocks as well. Protecting Henry Burris one, and also springing Curtis Marsh on a key second down conversion to keep a drive alive on a hitch pass. Deon Tyler is doing a nice job both blocking and running.
On first down, Riders keep it on the ground again. Back to back to back running plays for 4 this time. And it's Zarka's turn.
Zarka's also another guy that's had injury problems. Last year, he only played in 9 games. Had an injured shoulder last year, but come back healthy and won the job as a starting fullback.
Zarka made 3 receptions last week for 22 yards, so he's got decent hands as well. 2nd and 6. Riders trailing by 2. Burris puts it up. Intercepted. There's a flag down. And Carter races toward the end zone. The toss was for Farthing, and cut from behind is Eric Carter.
Well,
bringing this back.
Well, the way Henry Burris is motioning, he thinks it was pass interference down the field. Burris right away looked to the bench and thought that his receiver was held. Now they're sorting it out here, but what a turn of events this would be.
No, they're bringing it back.
They are. They certainly are. I mean, it was back. It's just a matter of was it offensive or defensive pass interference.
Forward pass interference. BC number 3. First down.
Marcelo Simmons.
Huge play.
30 yards of real estate and possession of the football wiped out on a penalty. Greg Mons cannot believe it. Those can be the backbreakers for you. Marcelo Simmons was deeper in the play. It was away from where the ball was thrown.
Yeah, not in the area of Farthing, who was being covered by Carter.
That's right. It was way, way back of that. Well, you know, Eric Carter was the guy on coverage. He's the guy who intercepted the pass. But that's not where the interference occurred. See, the interference was deeper than that. Marcelo Simmons to the right had knocked down or grabbed on to Farthing early and then let him go to Carter. When he dropped him off to Carter, Carter didn't interfere with him at all. Came up with the interception, but will be wiped out.
Huge play for Saskatchewan fans. Burris, deep drop. Here comes the heat. Man open far side, and he's got another first down.
Patience by Henry Burris to hold on to that football just long enough to wait for Curtis Marsh to get open. Curtis Marsh is just going to work down the field and find the spot. He gets open eventually, but great patience by Henry Burris. Little bump and run on the line. Raphael Ball, see him looking to the open. Burris was trying to hold on to that football just long enough. He was being chased down by Noah Cantor. Look at the patience. Hold on to the ball, get to the outside. There he's open, and then deliver the strike.
Curtis Marsh is having a great night. So is Henry Burris most of the way. Deion Tyler has 3, maybe 4.
Saskatchewan fans for years, John, and you've heard this too, heard this, you've got to be patient. They've heard that for years, and this is a team that has struggled over the years, but I'll tell you something, when they say be patient with this organization, I think there's true reason to be patient because they have an exciting offense. They have great, young, quick talent on defense. That is going to take some time, but Danny Barrett is building in Saskatchewan now.
Second down. 8 to go. Riders. The Lions 23. Burris to the end zone. A marker down far side. Picked off. Carter came down with it.
What's the penalty?
Yeah, it's back at the line of scrimmage. So Carter gets the ball back.
Procedure against the Riders is going to be the call. Offside. Saskatchewan, and the interception this time will stand.
Illegal procedure. Saskatchewan, no end. Penalties declined.
So they lined
BC
up
ball.
incorrectly. I'm not so sure Burris should have thrown this one. Anyway, turnover goes to the BC Lions. The Riders were threatening, but still trail by 2. BC Lions figure they'll get a better pass rush with the newcomers up front, including Steve Anderson.
Been relatively quiet here tonight, but watch how he gets pressure on Burris, and when he does, working on John Terry. Terry tries to cut him, doesn't get there. The pressure forced the interception.
Now Allen decides to run at the most opportune time, has a first down out near the 35, 11 yards to gain. First carry of the night for Damon Allen.
He picks his times now when he takes off, but boy, it was a key one last week in overtime, and the only thing I think Greg Mons would like to see is for him to hook slide rather than take that hit down the field. He doesn't want to lose his veteran quarterback, although he does have confidence in the backup, Doug Neusmeyer. Damon Allen is the guy that's going to go from wire to wire.
Yeah, it's the first time Allen's taken off. He did hold on for a 1-yard plunge earlier. Little shovel for Sean Millington. Well read by the Rider defense, because Millington was just about to get up ahead of steam, and they wrapped him up.
At this point in the game, when your offensive coordinator wants to get a drive together that churns up as much as the clock as they can. There's 8 minutes, just over 8 minutes left now in the game, and Joe Palpal want to mix up the pass and run, try and